Appreciate you coming in. Thank y'all so much for being here. Uh, I'm just trying to get my Facebook going, but it seems like it ain't doing anything to Facebook. So we will see here in a little bit. So let's see what we got. Hey Jared, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Hey PW, how you doing? Appreciate you. Hey May, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Always good to see each and every one of you. Hey, how you doing? Twisted Zone. That is so cool. I wished I thought of that. That would be pretty cool. I like Twisted Zone. That's really awesome. Let's see. Come on in. Thank you there so much. Appreciate you. Welcome everybody in, buddy. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? And watching. I got you. Share that. I appreciate it. Thank you, Vicky, so much. PW. Uh, hey. Appreciate you coming in. I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. I don't know now what it was. God, it makes me mad. Hey, Bud Files, how you doing? I'm just trying to figure out how come it ain't streaming to my Facebook page. So evidently you still can't do it through to your group page. Evidently you can't. Because I've tried and I've tried. Maybe it'll work here in a little bit. Well, I still can't see the chat in the Facebook area. So if y'all get to see anybody that comes in the chat, if y'all on the Facebook, appreciate that. Let me know. Let's see. Did you talk to Matt and Brian about that? I hadn't had a chance to talk to them about it. Uh, I've been busy for the last couple of days here, and it's just been crazy. Been crazy. Anyway, let me see here. Uh, Tomorrow, Me and my dad's going to go out tomorrow night for an investigation, and we're going to try to go to a cemetery that's got a few veterans in it and stuff like it. So we might go up to the big town and do that one for a little bit. Also, we're going to try to go earlier and do another video, do a flag video. My dad putting a couple flags on graves and stuff like that, and I'm going to be videotaping him and different things, and do something like that tomorrow with him. And maybe it won't rain. It's actually raining tonight because I was thinking about canceling the show tonight and then go out and investigate, but it's pouring down rain, so that knocked that in the head. Let's see. Saturday night, we might go to do another investigation. We're going to probably go into the woods again, and we might go to the same place, or we might go somewhere different on further deeper in the woods. I think that there's another little flat area before it comes out into the cornfield, and can't go too far because there's a house over in the thing, and I don't want them to call cops on us or nothing like that. So we will see whereabouts going from that. Let's see. Also, I will be posting up the Veterans Day video first thing in the morning as soon as I get up, and it's going to be probably around about 9 o'clock. It should be gone up around by lunchtime. It should. It takes a little bit longer for us to for my videos upload on the YouTube here with the computer. All right, let's see. Back in the day when my sons were in Scouts, Cubs and boy, we plant flags on the veterans' graves. Yeah, that's what we're going to do too. And I currently have 3 veterans in my family, 1 Army and 2 Navies. Yep. I got several. My dad's the only one in my family still alive. My grandpa, my 2 uncles, and him. But he's the only one that's still alive. And I got I don't know, some kind of a cousin, 2 or 3 third cousin, somewhere like it. Passed away, and I got several friends, but I hadn't contacted one of my friends yet, so I'll probably put his up next year. Let's see. Still ain't doing it. Well, I done put approval up there, you dingbat. It's playing, but it ain't playing through Facebook. It's just playing. It's just playing through through the thing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Find out what year your dad was at Fort Leonard Wood. All right, I will. I will ask him tonight. I mean tomorrow when I go see him, because me and him is going to go to the grocery store. Uh, the grocery store we go to, they do stuff for the veterans. They like give them 10 or 15% off, 20% off some of their groceries. So I'm gonna take him to get him some groceries and stuff, and probably go somewhere else, get him something there to eat and stuff like that. Hey Fox, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Laugh out loud. Baby brother born in Jefferson City when Dad was stationed at Fort Lawson. In oh, cool. My, I do want to find out exactly where I want to walk on the same area where my dad walked on. Fort Leonard Wood and Fort Bragg, all the same, and just try to take the same steps he did, and that would be so cool. Hey, King Wolf, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Uh, I will play the video here in a little bit, the veterans video. That will be the one going up tomorrow. So I'll do it a little bit later here, and it's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Next year, I hope I get several more people to put on there and post it up. So maybe it will be bigger. I want to make it a longer video and put it up, trying to get at least an hour and stuff like it and everything. So everybody's saying, hey, please don't forget to do the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Saying hi to May. One not King Wolf. Uh, Also, next Sunday, I do have a very special guest. Uh, there's two of them. They are a paranormal group, team, whatever you want to call them. They're very, very nice. I enjoyed hanging out with this group, so I can't wait to get them up on my channel and everything like that. Hey Sam, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. Hey Shaw Woman, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. My knees are swelling up bigger than softballs. It's hard for me to walk. Oh man, we'll be praying for you, bud. We'll be praying for you. Let's see. Miss Mary. Hey Jessica, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and pleasure to have each and every one of you here. Uh, so tomorrow, like I said, we're going to be going out and doing all that stuff. And then next Sunday, I do have a special guest. If anybody that likes to uh, be a guest on here, you can either send me a Facebook message or email, and I will uh, send you a link. Well, actually, we will set up a time and date to get you on the show and help promote your channels and stuff out, everything like that. So it probably will take some time getting all these Sundays booked. We just do a little basic interview and everything like that, and I'll ask you some questions and all that good stuff. Everybody's saying, "Hey." So if anybody wants to come up tonight, just put a 1 in the chat, and I will post a link. And after that person comes up, I will cancel the link. Then after they leave off screen, we'll do another one. But whoever's on screen with me first, they'll get the time to promote their channel and talk about some things and tell a little bit about themselves and all that stuff like that. Let's see. I'm just trying to find my buttons here to go. Got to go. Or calling me. Okay. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Also, next Sunday, the show will be earlier. It'll be like at 3 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be only about an hour and a half at the most. That's the only time that the guest has time to pop in and everything like that. So I actually told them that I will go earlier and everything. So I do have a few things fixed up for that. Let me see if it's still on here. Yeah, it's still on here. So here is the link if anybody wants to pop in right quick for a few minutes, and we'll talk about your channel, promote yourself out, different things like that. If you want to, you don't have to come up if you don't want to. It's just an invitation to help you out as much as possible. Also, me and my dad and probably Michael, maybe Chris, we're going to try to do a investigation for a global ghost hunt for next year. Probably I don't know, we might try to do the clinic, or we might find another location, might go out into the woods when we was at not too long ago and do something there, or we might go somewhere else and find another location and everything. So I just got to get in touch with Michael and Chris. Possibility Shasta, she might go with me. just to get a good little location going. There's a link if anybody wants to come up and pop in. Let's see. I don't think I have the thing with me. I think we might try to do the SLS tomorrow. I do have it plugged up and on the small tripod. Um, we was going to go hang out with Baker uh, tomorrow after he got done hunting, but he won't be. I won't be able to get to do that tomorrow for a while. We got a new location that we was talking about, but there's some issues came up, so we had to cancel that. Uh, Baker, he might be coming in. I don't know. I hadn't heard from him today, so I'd have been praying for him. Hey, Liz, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. Everybody saying hey. Um, we got several new locations. I hadn't had a chance yet to get to the people at the schoolhouse. We got, let's see, one, two, three. We got three houses, that schoolhouse. We got two hospitals that I've been working on, and then we might go back to the old farmland and shoot a video there and put it up. Uh, I'll give a little bit of history about that place when we get there. They do have several uh, places up there that we're going to try to get going to, and got a nice little small cemetery off way out in the wood, not the woods, but out in the field. As far as you can see, there's a cemetery sitting there. So I don't think there's a roadway to it, because if we have to walk, it'll probably be about a mile and a half to get to it. That's how far it is out on that man's land. But I'm gonna play in the chat to go up. Uh, let's see. The the other night, I do have the pictures that we caught. Let's see, where's my pictures at? Well, where they at? Evidently, I don't have the pictures on here. I thought I did. Well, I'll put the pictures up next time around. Uh, We got some at the new location in the woods. I hope to go back. If it wasn't raining tonight, me and my dad would be there tonight. Uh, I just got the feeling that there's something other going to be going on there, and it got the other night after we got done with our live. Uh, I cut the spirit box back on for a few more minutes, and it came out with a deep, old growly voice and things like that, and it was pretty wild. All right, let's see here. There we go.
Hi.
Hey.
I didn't know what Vicky meant.
Yeah, I just trying out this new setup. I don't use StreamYards anymore, so it's kind of hard to figure out where everybody's at on here.
It was really easy for me to get into, though. Like, it's much easier than StreamYard for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to talk to you though about the picture you sent to us of the face in the trees. Where were you at? Oh, I can't remember.
Is that the one at the bridge? I believe.
Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be the bridge.
So I was looking at that though. I almost feel like it's like an actual person, like a whole person. I saw more than just a face, like a silhouette of an actual person.
Yeah. I don't have it put up here on this thing yet, but let's see. Well, wrong one. The one we just had the other night
Yes.
when I sent Vicky.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's a different one here. Da, 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 da. Talking about that one right there.
Yes, that one.
It does look like there's something over there.
Yes. I really think it looks like almost an entire body, like not just a face, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it. I'm like Vicky. I think it's a woman. What I got a feeling it's a woman.
Yeah.
And that place is a little bit active. I didn't think it would be that active, but it was really.
That's right. It was the woods that your friend's property. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember now which one it was. Yeah. Yeah, because but that was actually a really amazing one because you were trying to leave and the cat ball kept going off at that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap, I don't even think he thought anything was actually going to happen. And then here we go.
Yeah. We also, this last time we went, after I cut everything off, everybody left and all that stuff. And my dad, he does have a little bit hard time hearing stuff. But when we was walking out, there's something there fell at the tree stump where we was at.
Really?
Yeah, it was like something there really hard. Like, you know how when you throw a rock at a tree, it makes that funky noise? That's what it sounded like. Something there just dropped on top of that.
Did you guys by chance go back with the flashlight or the next day or anything like that to kind of look around?
I hadn't yet. We're going to try to go back probably tomorrow and just walk through there and see if anything's out of ordinary and stuff like that.
Gotcha. So that gives me more ideas, though, about like when we do our investigations. Though we probably should take like an inventory, so to speak, of what's around us, like especially for outside, and just kind of film maybe the ground or whatever, you know. And then that way, if we do hear something, we can always go back and look and record, I guess, and then kind of compare. You know, hey, this wasn't there before, or something like that. So.
Yeah. Well, have you had any kind of experiences lately?
Not myself, but we also haven't really been doing much since GGH. We're so far behind on reviewing evidence. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're never going to get caught up at this point. But no, but So we hold our meetings, group meetings about every other week, and with the intention of, reviewing footage. Well, the week before, something was, I don't remember what we did. Oh, I think it was Halloween, and so like we did our own little party or whatever. And then the week after that was Vicky's birthday, so we did a birthday party instead, and so we're not getting anywhere. We're the worst for it. We try, but we're the worst.
So have y'all got any plans to in the future? Have got any like big plans?
Yes. I can't tell you what it is yet because I don't know if Vicky's talked to you about anything yet. But yes, we do. We have some ideas.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I've actually got a lead on another place that I'm been working on for the past month and a half too. So I hope that we can get in that place.
Can you say what it is yet or no?
It's just it's a I don't know what you call it. It used to be like a hospital / clinic / I don't know, like where they serve food and drinks, like a bar type deal.
Okay. I wonder if it's the same clinic. So Vicky, talking about ideas that we've been throwing around. Okay. Vicky had mentioned that you had actually been to a clinic or something in your area that she really wants to check out. I'm wondering, you've never been there before though, you're saying?
Yeah, I ain't been to this.
Okay, so there's obviously not the same one. But
yeah, the one I'm talking about, they a little bit skittish. They don't know if it'd be a good idea or not. So it's just going to take time to talk them into doing it.
Okay, I got you. They're afraid you're going to stir something up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, do you guys normally practice like closing type ceremonies or cleansings or anything like that?
We do, but we do it off the screen and everything like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you've offered that reassurance to them to try to help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I told them that what we actually will try to do and want to do, but we don't do nothing like any witchcraft stuff, where I call it, But I say we just go in and see if there's anything there, and if there is, we don't do anything else. We don't do anything far as Ouija boards and all that stuff. We don't mess with that.
Right.
I think it made them a little bit at ease on it though. So who knows? I might talk to them tomorrow and they might say, "Yeah, come and do it."
We did call a local place when we were trying to find a place for this last GGH. We called a place local to me up here at the Lake of the Ozarks, and it was kind of comical, but also really disheartening too. They went off on Vicky for just like asking if we could do an investigation there. We don't do anything like that. Like Vicky would never, even if we wanted to, Vicky would never let us do anything that would invite something or make something go dark or anything like this. And but they unloaded on poor Vicky, and they were just like, we're not going to have any of that Satanist stuff here, blah blah blah, So anyways, I go onto their Facebook and I'm checking them out and stuff, and all I see is, this person was, that works here at this place, was busted for meth and drug distribution. And this person was arrested for pedophilia or something. Crazy stuff. And I'm like, really? Yeah. You didn't want us to come just say hey to the ghosts? I think we're the least of your worries. Promise.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Auntie Mama, how you doing? The clinic your dad has problem. Oh yeah, the Trivet Clinic. Yeah, that's one of my favorite places to go. That and the battleship.
The battleship.
Yeah, I love the battleship.
Vicky, I need you to put I can't see your comments unless John puts it up. But Have you talked to John yet, by chance?
Auntie Mama, everybody saying hey. Vicky said, "Oh my God, that was horrible."
See, I don't remember seeing that one. I don't know if I've seen that one. What happened to your dad?
Oh, we had to carry my dad out of the clinic like 3 times. Yeah, the first time he was sitting in the rocking chair and something that actually entered his body or something or in his mind or head or whatever.
That's right, Vicky said
And he
that.
lost like 15 to 20 minutes of his memory.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And the next time we went, um, we had to carry him out because something was bothering him up in the red room. Same place.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what that particular time that happened to him there, but the last time one of my team members actually bear hugged him and carried him down the steps and took him outside. They said he was out there in the hallway upstairs, just was roaming around, was walking, didn't even have a clue what he was doing.
That's awful.
Didn't even have a clue where he was at.
That's awful. And did you guys get it all recorded though, so at least you can see it and see what?
At that time, the DVR cameras wouldn't work.
Gotcha.
So we were just going off by the word of mouth and stuff like that, by what my team members saying. And some reason that night, the red room, the camera would not work after the first 10 minutes we got them set up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Coincidence?
The only one was working was one in the basement that we had set up.
Gotcha.
So,
Having a hard time seeing. There we go.
Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I remember Vicky saying that now when you say that it came back to me. But yeah, she really has her heart set on going there at one point. At one time, she would like to. So, but has she said anything back to me yet? I can't see the stream. All I can see is you. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Vicky said, "Oh my God, it was horrible." Then she said, "Tell him what we want to do."
Okay. So, John, big plans included coming out to see you guys.
Yeah.
What do you think about having us out there?
Oh, it'll be awesome.
Okay. So we don't know when yet exactly. Like I said, I'm surprised. I didn't know if Vicky had even talked to you yet about it. But part of our big plans for this next year is going out there to investigate some places with you guys, and wanted to see if you were cool with that. So.
Oh yeah, I'm down with anybody coming to visit us to investigate.
Okay. Cool.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Well, we really love you, John, and we love your dad, and we love your team, and that sort of thing. And you have some really amazing places where you live, and so we were just like, the first thing we thought of was, when we have the opportunity to, or whatever, we need to go out there to you guys. You know what I mean? So because we've been thinking about what we're going to do next year, and that's it. We're wanting to come out to you guys for sure. 'Cause we just love you. You've been helpful to us, and
I really enjoy having y'all in here. That's for sure. Because, like I said, Vicky, she's been following me ever since really day one we got started.
Yes, yeah, she definitely. I remember whenever we first got the group all back together, she would talk about this Jonathan. I'm like, wait, who's Jonathan again? And yeah, and then finally we got in with you guys and started learning who you were and stuff. And I know Ruben, he really likes you. He loves picking your brain about ideas, about technology and stuff. I'm sure you probably know.
I hadn't got to talk to him much here lately. I've been busy ever since we got back from New York. It's just been crazy.
How was your trip to New York anyway?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Not the place you want to live?
Yeah, I would live there.
Oh, okay. So do you guys then go to New York City then?
Yeah, we was in Manhattan. No, not Manhattan, but Times Square.
You would live there?
Yeah, I would live
Crazy
there.
chaos. Oh, see, I love the country too much. I like to visit New York City, but no, I don't think it's for me. I like my peace and quiet.
I just think it was so cool just to be there and listen at try to sleep at night and listen at all the car horns blowing and hearing people out there fussing at each other and stuff like that.
So when Ruben and I went to New York City, we did, of course, all the Statue of Liberty and all this other stuff, whatever. But right off of Ellis Island area or whatever is Wall Street, not far from there. Okay. And when you're in the city, the GPS stops working on your car because all the tall buildings block like the reception or whatever. And I am lost. I am lost
Yeah.
in downtown New York City, right off Wall Street, and I'm turning down the wrong way on a one-way street. And I accidentally leaning forward to try to see if there's any oncoming traffic from not the right direction anyway, but I'm looking, make sure I don't pull out in front of anybody, and I accidentally honk my horn before turning onto the wrong direction of a one-way street. These New
Yeah.
Yorkers, oh my God, they're like, yeah, their heaviest, thickest accent. I'm like, I'm sorry, everyone. It was awful. I
Yeah.
was so embarrassed because there's thousands of people screaming at me.
All I know when we got into our cab ride off the airplane, I grabbed hold of my wife's hand and I started praying because I didn't think we was gonna make it out of the cab ride.
Oh yes, because it's insane. I don't know how we didn't end up with a scratch on our car. Like we literally drove our own car, and I won't do it again. I will never do it again. I don't know how we survived it. I mean, you literally you see the movies and the shows and all this, and you're like oh my God, how do they function? It's the truth. You have about this much space to get through the car on this side and the car on this side, and you got to hold it steady. I don't know how I did it.
The cab ride always scares me because he don't stop like feather the brakes like we do here. Just then slow down and stop.
Yep.
He'll mash all one eye, headbutt the plexiglass. Then when he takes off, I'm back there with our luggage. Then when we stop, I'm up there where he's at busting plexiglass again.
Yep.
I'm and people behind us thought we was in a rock band. We was listening to rock music.
You just getting down with it,
Yeah, it was crazy, but I would really like to live there. You can walk anywhere. Only thing I just don't like that uh, everywhere up there where we was at, they people can walk out on the street and get higher than three kites. That's the only thing I couldn't stand.
So, so we one thing about I think some people up in New York City that I don't think a lot of people know is the homeless population is huge up there, and along with that, of course, because they're homeless, they don't get a lot of medical care, stuff like this.
Yeah.
So we're just coming back from Ellis Island. I have to go to the bathroom, and there's the park bathrooms, and I'm going to go into the bathroom, and this lady approaches me with this phone receiver, like from the house, with the cord hanging off of it and everything. And she's on it,
Yeah.
trying to call the police on my husband for standing guard at the door while I go to the bathroom. And she literally thinks she's talking to somebody, and it's freaking Ruben out. He's just like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Please, just stop. Just I'm not. I promise. She's like, police, get here, police. And I'm like, all these poor people. I can't. I can't. I want to help them so bad, but it was comical too.
Uh, let's see here. Nightman's wife, appreciate you coming in. Bonnie, I am doing okay. Just tired. Got home from work about 2 hours ago, so I'm better now since I got home. Let's see. Vicky says, I want to go to John Martin's. Yes, I will be taking to John Martin's. That's for sure. That's a promise.
That's one of her big ones too. Yep. Hmm.
Let's see. Jonathan, I don't want to investigate nothing. You know that, but I would love to go to work with you. Laugh out loud. Yeah, they know that I work at a factory that makes yarn, so
Oh,
we turn water bottles and drink bottles into yarn.
that is amazing.
Yeah, it's about as thin as whiskers on the cat's face.
Wow. I didn't even
About like that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's wild.
Okay, so does it get used like regular yarn? Like you can knit and crochet with it?
It goes into clothing, the headliners in your cars, uh, women's bathing suits, women's underwear, socks, pants.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it stretchy? Like elastic?
yeah, yeah. It's got some stretch into it. They put a twist in and they send it back out to the back and they put a twist in and you can pull it out and it just springs back up.
That's so cool. I didn't even know they did that. I've seen people.
It's polyester yarn, but it is so cool.
I've seen people do some crazy things with bottles. Like one thing that I find really amazing is like, especially in a third world country, they have so many bottles that they can collect or whatever, and they build like houses out of it and stuff.
This is the yarn.
Holy crap!
See, that's the yarn.
How did I not know this?
It's made strictly out of water bottles.
That is amazing. I had no idea. Ruben, you're gonna have to see this someday.
I've seen it on YouTube. It's awesome.
Ruben's over there.
I do have a couple of YouTube videos on my community tab of that.
You hear him?
Mhm.
Okay. He's gonna check it out.
It's called Reprieve Yarn. It's Reprieve. And you go to www.reprieve.com and it gives you this list. You go in there and find something other. I forget what it's under, and they have merchandise where you can buy made from the yarn.
That's cool. Are you going there right now? Ruben's going there right now, of course.
But everything has got, not everything, but like Levi jeans, North Face, Nike, Adidas.
It looks really strong.
Dickies. I know there's about over 200 some companies that puts it in their product.
That's awesome, though. I mean, I like that, and the fact that these companies are recognizing this, as a sustainable way to make clothing.
It I think that tells you how much bottles we keep out of the landfills and out of the ocean and stuff.
I love that. That's amazing. That bet you have like a sense of pride in that, huh?
Yeah. I'm the last person gets to see it. I put it on the truck until it either goes to the back or goes to the customer.
Gotcha. That's awesome. I had no idea. Ruben used to do IT work for a company that did biodegradable, like, shows how well you should listen. I know, Vicky, I know.
Made cups and
But
starch.
yeah, so they made like like when you're having a picnic, your bowls and stuff like that or whatever. They made it out of potato starch. So it's completely biodegradable. When you're done, you could just plant it. I think they even had seeds in it to where when you plant it, it would grow like a garden. You know, it was really cool.
Has anybody ever thought about after? Yeah, I like to go there. It just kind of costs me a little too much to go right now.
I was going to say, I think that's kind of the, what am I looking for? The holy grail, so to speak, you know. But like you said, affordability is a big issue, especially you have to get all the way to California to do it too. The travel, then getting to pay to be on it. So
I do know that 2026, my wife will be going to the UK, and we'll be investigating with the Spirit Brothers.
that's awesome. And I thought it was a
Yeah.
big deal. I'm all like, hey, we're going to go over to the East Coast. Look at us. We're cool. You're like, we're going to Europe. What?
I'm hoping we can go in 2026, maybe 2027, but 2026 is the plan. Uh, I don't know if we get to go to the Hawaii yet this year. I mean, it's coming up year or not, because we plan to go there in April for our wedding anniversary, but I don't know if we are or not.
That would be cool. I would love to see Hawaii just once. You know, I don't know if I ever want to live there or whatever, but like I would love to see Hawaii. So,
Me too.
oh yeah, Alcatraz is so expensive. I mean, even your state penitentiaries at this point are so expensive. So, you know,
Yeah.
everybody knows we live in Missouri, and we have the Missouri State Penitentiary, which is just, you know, you hear that, and it's synonymous with haunting. You know what I mean? Like, period. But you have to come up with a couple $100, you know, or I mean, it may not be quite that high, but it's like $100 and something per person to do just you know, several hours, not even a full night, you know.
Yeah.
And then you multiply that by what is it, 6 or 7 people in our group, and we're actually bringing in a new person now too. Um, Speaking of which, you all will meet her soon. Her name is Becky. We're going to give her a trial run, kind of thing, to see if she really likes it, and you know, all that or whatever. So in the future, you guys might be seeing her. She's really a nice lady. So friend of mine I met through work, but um, but yeah. So the state penitentiary, though, we'd love to, but man, it's expensive.
I'm hoping that we can get back into the sane asylum. Uh, they hadn't got back in touch with me yet, so that might be a no go.
So which insane asylum are you talking about? Which one is it?
Um, I don't really know the name. I can tell you where it's at, but I just don't know the name of it.
Okay. Oh, what town is it? Near you?
Yeah, it's probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours away at the most,
Okay.
give or take a few minutes. But Vicky says I would love to go to. I would love to go the island in Hawaii that has black sand beach. That'd be pretty cool.
It's probably it has to be one of them with an active volcano on it. I'm not sure which one that would be though.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. We're trying to put another prefab house on the property. We have 10 acres. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Uh,
you should try plastic bottles
what's that?
for a new house on the property. I was saying, you know, like in a third world country, you see these people building whole houses out of plastic bottles or whatever, and they're actually very beautiful too when it's all done. You know.
Yeah, I seen one the other day online. I was messing around, and was looking at some stuff, and I saw one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Especially when the sun shines through it or whatever, it's really pretty. So
Yeah, yeah. So, what would What would be your ideal place to go investigate if it's already paid for and they just say, hey, you can come or go wherever you want to do?
Really, honestly, it'd be any place in Ireland. I mean, that's me personally. I'm not speaking for the group, of course, but Ireland for me.
Yeah.
Just so much history there, and so many wars fought. Um, that or Scotland, really, but I mean, Ireland is that's calling me. I
Yeah.
can't guarantee I'd come back, but Ireland, yeah, for me. What about you?
Me, oh Lord, yeah, I really ain't got no preference where to go. I'll go anywhere. It don't matter to me
You're
as
like,
long as I'm
it's free.
investigating this one. Yeah, they can send me to Bermuda Triangle. I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't come back either. I see.
I'll make sure somebody tie a rope to me and pull me back.
Just a swirling vortex in the ocean. So like, where'd John go? I don't know. Hold on. We're fishing
Yeah,
for John now.
that'll be me. Uh,
What about you? Your wife? Does she have any preference about what she would like to do or anything like that?
She really don't do much with the paranormal stuff, but she goes anywhere that I would go.
Right.
Uh,
But,
she does want to do. She will be going with me to the UK
okay.
and everything. So that will be probably. She might go out with us one time, then her and Spirit Brother's wife probably would go shopping while we were investigating.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that she went with you, so I didn't know like if she herself like had any special requests, but
She had never. She only been with me once investigating, so
right.
she don't really do much for it. She says she can be home sleep in bed.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know that Ruben would be as into it if it weren't for me. Like, he kind of got drug into it whenever I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm all about this. Let's give this a shot," And oh, sorry. Um, and so he kind of got forced into it, but I think he likes it now.
Yeah.
He's kind of the most vital part of our group. If it weren't for him, we couldn't do anything we do. So,
Yeah.
he keeps us running.
Do they make fish and no, they don't make anything like that. We just make yarn. That's all we do. Let's see. Hey Stephen, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in, man. What was I going to say now? Yeah, I would just go anywhere. She's not really big on traveling. She's like wherever she goes, she stays there and she sleeps.
Gotcha.
I think it's because where she is a nurse and she works nights, and she tries to get a lot of her rest in during the day, and
that makes sense.
She actually works in a like a mental hospital. Yeah.
I love her already. Like my interest is in mental health, so psychology all around. Honestly, that's what my degree's in also, and I just it fascinates me. I would love to work in a mental hospital.
Yeah, she's one of the head nurses down there. So
that's awesome.
Well, I wouldn't say a head nurse. She's a registered nurse, but she's been there now for 2 years, I believe, 2 or 3, something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, my career kind of took a trajectory turn. So I went into mental health, but now I work with the developmentally disabled for the state. And so now I work like directly for Medicaid, so to speak. We find waivers for those who need to live like in group homes and stuff like that. So, but mental health, though, that's where my passion lies. So.
Yep. I am doing good, bud. Just tired. Got home from work a couple hours ago, and I said I'm going to just crash for till my show comes on. And I went and eat and got everything ready and fed the kitty cats and Barnaby sleep. So I said it's time for the show.
So let me ask you this, John. Do you how do you feel about like chakras and Reiki and stuff like that?
What now?
Chakras and Reiki, things like that. Things of the metaphysical.
I don't know.
So
Really hard for me.
that's okay.
Go
That's
ahead.
okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, you said that you had to work and all that or whatever. I was going to tell you today, a couple of Abyssus group members and I, we went to Republic, Missouri. There was this metaphysical fair going on there. And I, everybody knows that I'm very skeptical about a lot of things, but I do believe like in the power of energy in the universe, stuff like that. I mean, we are essentially energy. And
Yeah.
so there was this lady there, and she was practicing like aligning chakras, and chakras, I don't know if you know much about it, but basically it's like there's these 12 chakras in the body that are supposed to align, one for mental, one for health, or heart, and it just goes on, so to speak. And this lady decided to perform this alignment on me or whatever, which is cool. I will give it a shot. And I'm just saying, the lady either has like the divine running through her, all something about her touch. It was crazy. Like my head was tingling, and like I was like, "What is happening to me?" It was so weird. And I was anyway. You said you were working. I was like, "Man, what did I do today?" And I remembered what I did. So I thought I'd ask you how you feel
Yeah.
about that sort of thing. But it was,
Well, I'm like you. I am a lot of skeptic on a lot of things, and I've said this plenty of times, but a lot of people thinks that don't like my opinion, but I'm skeptic on Bigfoot.
right. Mm-hmm.
A lot of the cryptids. That's just my saying. I just can't put a lot of faith into Bigfoot
I get it.
until he walks on my front porch and knocks on my door and asks for beef jerky. Yeah, then I will know him.
Yeah, I think Ruben, somebody, anyways, in the comments that one time you were talking about it, like offer him a Slim Jim or something, I think, and maybe it wasn't Ruben, it might have been somebody else in there, but my daughter works in a group home. She's there 7 days a week. Oh, that's a lot, though.
Yeah.
But
And Vicky says, I don't think Jonathan knows much about it, Liz.
oh, chakras and stuff, yeah.
I there's a lot of things I'm skeptic on. I don't put too much faith in like mediums or anything like it, like psychics or anything. But
I'm the same way.
there's very few that I about trust, but I've still 15-20% believe them.
I get you. I understand what you're saying.
It-
I
It's just that I have a hard time thinking people can see the future and stuff like that.
okay, so you mean like literal fortune teller type people. So
Yeah.
what about like empaths? So somebody who can feel the
I
emotions.
believe that more than anything.
Okay. Okay. So it's really just fortune telling type gimmick
Yeah,
type things.
I anything that's happened in the past till present, not the future.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
So back to the Bigfoot thing though. I actually kind of agree with you. So
Oh man, oh that's cool.
that would be really cool.
Yeah,
So I'm the same way though about cryptids, and like you said, unless they kind of just appear to me, but I'm the same way about spirits as well. You know, you got to come show me you exist for me to be like, oh yeah, totally spirits in the world. You know, but my biggest argument for Bigfoot is everything that we have caught. Everything that we have caught. And the one thing that people are literally trying to find, and we can't find him. You know what I mean? We can't catch a clear picture. We can't catch a clear video, you know, or anything. And it makes me go, why? You know, I know he doesn't want to get caught. I know that's the general rule of thumb. You know, he doesn't want to be seen. Accidentally, though, we should have seen him already.
Yeah.
You know,
There's like I showed that guy at work them pictures that we had from the other night. He asked me, he said, "Is that Bigfoot?" You can see almost through it. You can see the silhouette, but you can almost see through it. How can it be Bigfoot? He's got one little patch of hair on him, and he's got one leg, and he hops around.
that's not Bigfoot.
I mean, he's seen in North Carolina at 5 o'clock, and he's been seen in Washington State at 6 o'clock. How can he move that fast on one leg? And he's got to be butt naked because they always find a twig of hair in barbed wire fence. You know how many barbed wire fence between here and Washington State?
Your arguments are they're comical to me. Okay, so what about the idea that there's more than one?
I mean, it's kind of hard now. If you go outside and see a half-buried naked man out there with one leg hopping around, there's Bigfoot. You know,
somebody will know.
Yeah. And if you take him beef jerky out there, if he comes against, it might be Bigfoot.
Well,
It's just that I don't know. I do get in a lot of arguments over, but I don't try to argue with somebody. I just try to put my point out there.
That's the problem with a lot of people, though. You can't just voice your own opinion without it turning into a fight, and it's not okay. People really should stop doing that. You know, everybody has a difference of opinions, and that's okay. Yeah. So, but I do have, along the same line of cryptids, though, I do have this idea in my head, though. Bless you, Ruben. That I think if enough people believe something to be real, it can become reality. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain that, but I do wonder about that sometimes. You know, if enough people think the Mothman was real, well, the Mothman is now real. The Jersey Devil, same thing. Yeah, they're manifesting it with their own thoughts and energy collectively. Does that make sense? So I don't discount it. I don't, or you know, I mean, there's a possibility. I will always say there's a possibility because I can't prove otherwise. Just the same as they can't prove to me that they are real. You know, there's always that possibility. And so I you know, I will never discredit it until I'm proven wrong or they are. You know. Yeah. But your arguments are sound, for sure.
Spirit Brothers, that's the guys I'll be going hanging out with in the UK. My ears must be burning, laugh out loud. I just woke up. I'll hang here for a couple of minutes before I go back to sleep. I'm so sleepy.
It's because he's talking about you.
Yeah, we was actually talking about him.
You woke him up, John. Good job.
I am a psychic. I live next to you. If I see a naked man outside, the last thing I'm thinking about is Bigfoot.
Vicky's getting out the camera. That's what she's doing. She's like, look at this crap.
Y'all want to laugh at me.
We're going to accidentally submit videos to YouTube. It's going to be a mix-up of what she saw at the park, not an actual investigation, you know, and everybody's going to get to see it. That's what's going to happen.
Spirit brother. Mothman is real. He ate my picture.
Oh, that's good.
I about ever since Vicky, Mr. Fedora, all got talking about the black eyed children and the water babies, and I forget what the other one was. Not deer. I'm just about scared to go outside swimming and hanging out in the woods.
So we live in the middle of 7 acres of woods, okay? And my son, you gotta love him, okay? But anyways, if I send him out to the car for something or whatever, he has to go outside in the dark. He comes running back in every single time. There's something in the woods, I'm like, it is a stinking deer. That is a deer, son. Calm it down. Calm down. He just freaks out over everything. A leaf fell. You can't see it.
Don't look at
Don't look, Ethel. But it was too late. Oh, Vicky.
She'd be sitting at the window now with the glasses looking out to see if she sees anybody.
I know. Watch your private
man.
messages, John. She's going to be sending you something. You know it.
I got it on speed dial right here.
Yeah, you should see where she lives at. You would know she's not really joking. She's being serious. Ruben and I moved from that town because of too many naked people. Honestly, this place is crazy.
Black eyed children are real. Also, I've got one because he didn't turn his TV off and go to bed. I'm only joking. I'm surprised when we were talking about Bigfoot, he hadn't come in and saying something about Bigfoot.
Is he one of your arguers?
No,
Oh.
he makes you laugh on that one too, because I told him one day, I said, "You gonna keep on, you gonna get a knot on your noggin." Because he keeps calling his mother-in-law Bigfoot.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
He's so funny. He's one of them people that makes you laugh.
Oh, that was pretty funny. He's nicer than I am. I always threaten to throat punch my son. So, yeah.
Let's see. Vicky says, if I'm not looking out the window, they knocking on my door. Oh, good God.
So did she ever tell you, so these people, so this town, like I said, they're crazy people, okay, but they're so.
I'm surprised when I go over there, I'm gonna see his hat be sitting on his head like this for all the knots he's got on his noggin.
I'd like to meet the mother-in-law at this point. I want to hear what she has to say about it.
That would be so funny. And he's gonna feed Carl raisins. That's so funny.
So
you just have to make. Actually, I'll go ahead and make the news, everybody. Next Sunday, the Spirit Brothers will be on the show. So I will be posting the but the thumbnail for that too, probably maybe Friday.
Bring your mother-in-law.
Yeah. Hey, Face, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you coming in. So, what is your favorite piece of equipment that you like to use? And if you was just reach in the back of the car and just reaching there and not even look, what would you hope to pick out?
I would hope to pick out an SLS camera, but we don't have one still, unfortunately. Yeah. But that I think is because I feel like it's the most scientifically based. Like it literally maps things. You can't mistake it. You can't sit there and go, "Oh, I thought I heard a voice." Well, maybe it was another team member. Or, a cat ball goes off. Well, are we sure that nobody vibrated the floor? You know what I mean? Like, so many things can be easily discredited. But with an SLS, and you're mapping out whoever's in front of you. And that person's always mapped out. So if something new pops up, that is legitimately paranormal because there's nothing else there. I love the scientific behind it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't disprove it. You just can't.
Yeah. She got 1 foot, a hairy back, a walking stick, and is 6 foot tall.
Oh my God.
He is crazy.
He is really wanting to see what death is like.
I'm doing pretty good, Face. How you, man? Just hanging out, having fun, having some good laughs.
Waiting to see Spirit Brothers' mother-in-law,
Yeah. See, in the description, it says paranormal talk and have some fun, and that's what we're doing. We're having some fun.
Yep. What about you, though? So what is your favorite equipment?
Be honest with you, now mine is the REM pod that we built. That would be my number one. Of course, the cell phone. I got a camera and I can video or take pictures and help prove a little bit. And plus, I got a recording on there so I can record voices if I hope and pray I catch one, and stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm just never been too big into apps on the phone.
I'm the same way.
You know what I mean?
I am the same way, 100%. I think I've gotten to a conversation with some people about this before during another interview with somebody. My thing is okay. So my husband, he is IT. That's all he does. He just does computer stuff. He writes programs. He can build an app. He can make websites. But so with the knowledge that I got from him, I know that how easy it is to program an app to do something on command. So now the other day, oh my goodness, I feel like it might have been Brian Laverty's investigation. I cannot remember though. Somebody was using an app on their phone though, and they were getting responses back to them when they asked a question. Now, it was really fascinating to watch, but in the back of my head, I kept thinking, I'm like, what if the program is programmed for that? What if the app says, listen for the question, use AI to generate a response? You know what I mean? It's so easy to do. And so you can't put too much stock into it simply because it is made to do that sort of thing. It wants you to be fascinated by it so you continue to use it and possibly pay for a better subscription of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's people who build apps do it because it makes them money.
Yeah.
The old school method is probably the best, except for, like I said, SLS. I always make an exception for that because it does have scientific power. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but validity. Yes, thank you. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't do it. They can do whatever they want,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only reason I don't like the apps is because I did use one on here on my phone that it's about 10% accurate and rest of it just jihad, But the one that I really would use is called the Phasma box.
I would like to try that. I really would.
That's the one that we was using when it told us we need to watch my dad. And that night I was putting him in the hospital.
Right.
And also it told Joseph to shut up. that just got it. That just gave 100% guaranteed to me.
So, okay, but my question is though, that night was it an app Phasma box or was it an actual Phasma box, like one that was been made?
It was on a tablet.
Okay,
Uh,
so it's an app.
I think it's like $40 a year, I believe it is,
Okay.
and it actually gave us a physical address of Peggy's house that nobody lived there since the 40s, late 40s, early 50s. It's just no rundown house and out in the middle of the woods on that road, and there's nobody around lives there no more. And it actually gave us a physical address of the land, and it was up for sale at that one time.
That's pretty amazing, actually.
That's the reason why I would like to have that app.
So did you got rid of it though? You had it and then you got rid of it, or?
It's all my cousins got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that might be something we might look into, even just to try it out. Because even with the way I think the group as almost a whole anyway feels the same way about apps. We kind of had the same general idea, but it doesn't mean that we won't try something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sound bank to word bank. I guess I guess I'm ignorant on this one. Sound bank to word. Ruben Shaw Woman says she prefers sound bank to word bank. Do you understand the difference?
Well, some apps have a database of just words spelled out, and some apps have sounds in the database that they try to string together.
Oh, okay. So it would be kind of like the spirit box then. Okay. Vicky.
Yeah,
So Vicky, we should try that though. I mean, there's no reason why we can't try it.
yeah, I would. I mean, I about put right at 100% faith into it. Because it's random word inbuilt in, and it's potluck on what comes out. Yeah, I remember you was telling me about that one day, Des. I really do.
Okay, the Spirit Brothers would be saying Hexcom is not a good one.
There's no driveway to it. Yeah, there's no driveway to Peggy's house. You have to walk through the black eyed children infested forest to get to it.
And now I know how to scare him if we ever investigate with him.
You hear Ruben?
Huh?
He says, now I know how to scare him if we ever have to investigate with him.
Oh, yeah. You'll be out there by yourself. How are you coming back to the house?
No, well, I think. Oh, okay.
Let's see. Spirit Brother FCD box is the way forward, but they're super expensive here. Yeah. I want to get one of those. What's that thing everybody's going? Obvious box. Obvious box.
Obelisk, yes. Yeah.
I want one of those, but them things are what, $500-$600?
Yeah, they're not cheap. I don't know if they're that much though, but we just looked into it not too long ago. How much was that obelisk that we found?
I think one that we looked at was a used one, but it looked like it'd been through hell and back.
Oh.
Yeah, it was $250. I think that's what they was asking for it.
Wow.
But it looked like Ray Charles had it in his back pocket. I mean, that's how bad it looked.
Jonathan, how do you come up with some of the things you do? But yes, no, an obelisk would be cool too. I would like to have an obelisk in the group for sure.
Yeah, I would like to have one.
I don't know. I don't understand the science behind it. You know what I mean? But like again, it's one of those things where I would like to try it and see. You know, what it can do. You know, I understand the concept. It takes the energy from around. You know, and forms the words. But
Yeah, that's the words that John was outside, heard something in the trees, and let everybody inside Peggy's house know about it. Oh yeah, that night, top of them tree tops was falling down. I mean, it sounded like something was coming through the woods and bringing all the trees with it.
remember you talk about that.
And I mean, it make a man get skid marks, that's for sure. Because I was getting ready to take off running. I was going to say, "See y'all, I'm gone," but I don't know what it was. I guess it's Mothman's wife or something. I don't know.
Ruben, you're gonna have to get on this video and look at the comments. Spirit Brothers is talking a lot about some stuff that we might be interested in.
Extra for the boost. Also, cool. I got a few things that I want to try to build myself. I just don't know how much it's going to cost. I ain't some of the stuff I ain't even got to look up the parts yet. I'm still looking for one transistor, and I can't find it nowhere. And I can't even find my paper I was looking for now.
I think that's how you and Ruben connect so well. He builds everything too. It was Bigfoot.
It was something other coming through there.
I'm off back to the pillow.
Off back to the pillow. I'm so sleepy, and we gotta be up in 3 hours for the school run and drop my wife off at the Bigfoot house.
Please bring your mother-in-law. Please bring her Sunday. Please.
I talk to this guy about practically every day, and sometimes we'll phone chat and stuff, and he makes me laugh. I just hope they don't do the UK tradition when we get to go over there, because that's a whole nother topic for another show. Because the UK tradition is wild.
So what is the UK tradition? What are you talking about? What is that? You don't have to go too deep. I know you didn't want to, but
no, I will. Me and him was talking one day, and we was talking about stuff we wouldn't get by with now as we did when we was kids. And I was telling about how when I was like 10 years old, 9 years old, and stuff like that, I was driving a straight gear car up and down the road at night and stuff like that. And, you know, I didn't know anything. I was barely touched the pedals, but I was still driving and stuff. And I said, I wouldn't do that now, teaching young and like it now, because the way C.O.P.S is, you know, you get in trouble nowadays and you won't never get your license. Anyway, he was talking about, said, yeah, they used to throw peanuts at people. Well, his British accent, when they talk proper English, it sounded like he's saying he's peeing on people.
I knew you were going to say something like that.
And we got talking, and his wife laughed so hard she was snorting like Barnaby. And I'm telling you what, that was the best laugh I've had in Coon's ages. And I can still hear her laughing now, and she's probably asleep because it's like 5 hours difference between them and me now. So I told my wife, I said, now when we go to UK, don't think anything of the way they greet you. Just take it. We'll go back to our room and change the clothes, and we'll go back out. She said, what do you mean? I said, don't worry about it. Just wait when time comes. So
Oh God, it's so good.
And just like I said, more I talk to them, more it makes me just want to get back over there, and just hang out with them and
Right.
see some cool things and stuff like that. I'm real excited. I can't wait. Just got to
Unfortunately,
figure
that
out.
was 2 years from now, but
Yeah,
that'd be
but
awesome.
I got no time to plan. Plus, I got to get my passports, and uh, they probably say just one way passport. They probably won't let me come back.
Probably not. Yeah.
But like I said, though, he's really cool. Night. He,
Well, if it helps any, my friend and I, back in the day, we were mean teenagers, but we used to throw candy corn at people. So, that was just a North Side Springfield thing, I think. I don't know where we got that. It's not some UK tradition. We were just
now, like, I was planning to come to Missouri. Now I'm going to try to get ear corn through it.
here, candy corn, sir, candy corn.
Yeah,
Iowa.
but if y'all come up there, y'all throw the ear corn. If I come up there, y'all throw the ear, so y'all get down south. He too redneck for us. Teach them how to grill up some smoked ribs, or ribs, and make them famous. I ain't never been too big on ribs. Ain't no meat there.
That's what my son says. I love it though. I love ribs. But
I can't eat
she's not wrong though. Have you been there's this, I don't know if they're on YouTube or not, but I see them on Facebook all the time. This two guys, right, from England, I think, somewhere in the UK anyway. And their show is called Jolly. They literally will come to America just to eat the food, and then they take American food to the people in England to try or whatever, and it's so comical to watch because they're like, you don't get anything this tasty over there, and then you got these kids trying something new, and they're just like, or oh, it's too sweet, It's funny the way like UK's food is to American food. We have
Yeah.
so many different things. It's so funny.
They tried to eat ribs with a fork.
Yeah. One episode, like the owner of his rib joint come out, and he stopped him. He was like, "Don't you do that." They don't have that in UK like here. Right. Right. It's true. And he was literally trying to cut ribs with a fork and knife. And the owner came out. He's like, "Don't you do that? Don't you even do that? Pick it up."
I just ain't never been too big on ribs. I ain't never been too big on steak neither. I just like hamburger.
Oh,
Make it into a cheeseburger, or oh my god, I'll eat you out of house and home and then.
so my mama, poor girl. Okay, she did not know how to cook some things, I guess, because my whole life I hated steak. Hated it. I thought it was just the most gross thing I'd ever had in my life. Turns out my mother, as I've grown up and learned how to make things myself, my mother skillet cooked steak until it was well done.
Oh, that's me.
Oh,
Mine got to be black as it's falling inside and out and all around the edges. It's got to be black.
mine's got to be mooing. It has to be mooing, and it has to be grilled or baked. It cannot be skillet cooked. It cannot be done at all. If I get something medium well, I'm sending it back.
Mine's got to be done. It's ready for the graveyard. It's got to be done.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. Totally opposite. So I've learned now though that I love ribeye, and my favorite cut of meat is brisket. I love brisket.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I hate it when Chili's quit having that brisket stuff.
Chili's, you said?
Chili's.
Oh, I didn't.
It's a restaurant
No.
that used to have a Chili's restaurant.
Yeah, I know what Chili's is. I didn't know they had brisket.
Yeah, they had brisket on toast, breaded toast. That was good. I used to buy just 3 or 4 helpings of that and eat it. And now they discontinued it. Now they got some kind of rubber chicken lips or something. I don't know what it is.
That's how I feel about all of Chili's food. I'm not a fan of Chili's.
only thing I got now is pretty decent. Is the cheeseburgers and the chips they bring you before your food comes.
Right. Yep. So even I don't like their chips. I think they cook it in every chip that I've gotten from the one local to me anyway, tastes like they like cooked it in old oil. It's so gross and bitter and just ugh, the
Ours is
film.
ours is pretty good, real nice chips, and they got this little hint of salt or some kind of seasoning on them. Oh my god, it make you slap your mama good.
That's Ruben's favorite saying. He's like, I'm gonna slap my mama.
Let's see. Let's see here. Laugh out loud. Sorry. So sorry I let it get this far. Oh, you cool.
Filet mignon.
Yep.
All right. It's a little thick for me though.
Well, that's the problem, Jonathan.
Oh, but probably the way you like your steak. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mine's got to be done. I think it's because where I have Crohn's disease and I can't digest a lot of food like anybody. I don't have no colon, so
Yep, that'll make a big
I can't
difference.
I can't digest a lot of food, and if it ain't done, I can't eat it. Eat yours, you leather at that point.
Poor Jonathan. You don't even know what you're missing out on because now we know it's a health reason that you can't do it. Okay, so let me ask you. You eat it like that because of health reasons, but do you like to eat it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you still prefer it that way. Okay.
I like a lot of my meat stuff have a little burnt stuff to it. It just makes it taste better. And like if I cook meatloaf, I load top up down with ketchup and get it on the side of that pan. So when it cooks and it burns that ketchup, now that's my favorite part.
I do like the crispy edges of meatloaf. I do.
I like burnt ketchup. It's so good.
I don't know if it's burnt ketchup I like, but it's the meat charring that I like. I've never had burnt vinegar and tomato. Huh.
Let's see. I won't eat, baby.
Okay, so that was a life lesson learned for me. I didn't know that I was eating baby calves whenever I had, oh gosh, Parmesan. Somebody knows what it is. Ruben, what's the baby calf Parmesan? Veal Parmesan. And veal. Okay, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. Blah blah blah. Somebody told me though it was baby cows, and I'm like, I'm out. I am absolute. Now I only eat eggplant Parmesan.
Yeah.
I won't do it. Chicken parm.
Yeah, I ain't eating nothing weird like that. No. I know when my brother went to France when he first married his wife, they had to go to France to meet her parents because her family still lives over there. And he said the last meal that her dad wanted to fix my brother before he come back to the States, and it was horse.
I was gonna say it has to be horse.
They eat horse, so
supposedly it's a delicacy over there.
If I go to France, I'll just go over to England, get me a cheeseburger, and go back. I ain't eating no horse burgers.
I can't imagine. Like, I mean, each their own. I mean, so it has to be something about where we are. You know what I mean? Because maybe in like India, I mean, they eat no meat. You know what I mean? So they probably look at us like the way we look at somebody eating horse meat, for instance.
Yeah.
It has to be just regional things. That's just in us to like it or not like it. And I'm personally, I see horses as oh, like vegetarian see cows. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I ain't eating nothing that crawls on their belly. I ain't eating no snake. I ain't getting nowhere near no snake. I don't care if he's dead, alive, or he's crispy. I ain't gonna get around him. If I see one, I'm gone.
I won't eat a tarantula or scorpions.
I ain't eating none of that stuff.
People do, and I'm like, how? I can't.
I never been that hungry. Had to eat something like that.
Yeah.
I never been that hungry. My dad and them, we were struggling when we was growing up, but we always had food on the table.
So my dad has had snake, and
Yeah,
I can't imagine. But he said you know how everybody's like, everything tastes like chicken. He said it literally does taste like chicken. I can't see that. I mean, they lay eggs, so maybe they have a similar texture or consistency, maybe. But the flavor, I can't see it being chicken. More like fish is what I feel like it would taste like. I wonder if it tastes like chicken. Horse. What if horse tastes like chicken? Why?
now I can eat a rabbit. I love rabbit
I've never had
and
squirrel.
squirrels.
Okay.
I love squirrels.
So I can cook squirrel and I can cook rabbit, and I am not a fan of either one. I have a thing about textures with my food. And so like roast, that pull apart type meat, it's a thing for me. So I feel like I think it was rabbit. It had the same kind of texture. Couldn't do it. Now my son, on the other hand, the squirrel, he was all about that. I'm like, what? Really? He's like nothing on that thing. It was tiny.
Make you a big old pot of squirrel gravy or rabbit gravy and eat the meat and make you a big old cat head biscuit about that size. Tiger head biscuit. What did I say? Oh my God! You talking about you about kill your mom over that?
Okay, so wait, what is a tiger head biscuit?
It's just a biscuit that's made out of a 5 pound sack of flour.
One whole biscuit made out of one bag
Yeah,
of flour.
yeah.
You bake that.
Like that. Stick it in the oven. Mix her up and stick it right in the oven.
I couldn't even
Yeah,
imagine. Oh, I'm not a fan of
that'll
biscuits
make,
either, though, because of the texture.
that'll make your babies born naked right there. Now,
Make your baby born naked. Where do you come up with this stuff? This is fantastic.
oh lordy. So yeah, that's we talked about anywhere in the world you want to investigate piece of equipment. Um, if there's anybody in the world that you could investigate with that has paranormal ability stuff, who would you like to go in? Like, it could be famous TV person or uh,
Well,
somebody you think could be pretty cool to investigate with.
Zach Bagans is out. There's that. Okay, and then, um, oh my goodness, I really did go blank on her name though. It was Amy from the Dead Files.
Yeah.
She is a fascinating person. We were talking about that earlier about people having the abilities and stuff, and
Yeah.
I've always been very skeptic about anybody who could say that they have certain abilities. But something about her and the way she is about things, like she's so believable. I don't know if she's doing it for show or not or whatever, but I would love to investigate with her because I feel like she has the answers. The only reason why I got into ghost hunting to begin with, because I want to know. I want to know, first of all, our ghost trail. Okay. Secondly, I want to know, what am I to expect? You know what I mean? Oh, do not, Vicky. Oh, he is the most dramatic drama queen, freaking weirdo I've ever seen in my life. And I can't. One episode, he's literally choking himself on a bridge. He's like, "It's choking me. Get your hand off your neck, weirdo." He is so dramatic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I,
but
I wouldn't know.
sorry.
I wouldn't know who I would. Oh yeah, I know too. I would like to do it with the Ghost Brothers, the three black guys.
They're so fun.
My cousin Shasta, she knows them by heart. She knows a lot about them. They talk ever so often, and that's like one of my longest dreams to get to meet them in person. So I would like to do that.
So I love the Ghost Brothers. I think they are really fantastic people. But the one brother in particular has a thing about demons. And and it goes along the lines of how everybody thinks everything is demons. I guess there's just no chance that it was ever a human that existed. I don't understand that mentality. But when he's faced with a situation in which he feels like there's a demon involved, he just checks out. He's done. He walks out. And I'm like, why are you into this though? I mean, the whole idea behind this was, to help somebody. What if you do have to face a demon? I mean, you're not helping this person, and you're supposed to have the power of God on your side. Every time they do an investigation, they pray to protect them. They have, if either you have faith that it's going to work, or you really
Yeah.
lack so much faith that you should not be doing this. You know what I mean? Like, don't chicken out when things get a little tough. This is what you're in it for. You know, Kim Rousseau. I don't think I know her.
I like to also take, if I take any kind of medium out with us on a investigation, I would like to take Chip Coffee. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah,
He, something about him that I believe he can. I believe he's one of the real ones out there that can actually give you around the ballpark figure about what had happened, and he don't even know nothing about the location.
right. So
So
my only the way I feel about Chip compared to like Amy, for instance, is Chip. He doesn't have as much information as like what Amy gives, and that's what I like because she can give the answers. I feel that we're all asking. You know what I mean? Like she literally tells the story, how it began, who was involved, how it ended. All that, and I think it's just absolutely fascinating to watch her work. And if we go into a place, I feel like she's the one who can provide us the information that we're trying to find out that we don't get the answers for. And I would love to meet her. You know what I mean? She's just a fascinating person to me.
I think I get them all going out one. I cannot think of the woman that did that one show with Vince Neil, one of the band members for Motley Crue.
Oh, I think I've seen a couple of episodes.
The
I can't remember.
the Motley Crue guy, Vance Neil, he having some trouble, and he got that woman to help him, and it was actually something. It was a shocker that she was so real on what happened to his daughter and stuff like that, and I cannot remember now to save my life on that. I can't think of her name to save my life.
It isn't that Cindy girl, is it, that replaced Amy on Dead Files? Cindy.
I don't. I don't even know. I can't.
Somebody's got it in the comments, don't they? That's Kim Rouse. Rouse. Oh, Rousseau. Okay, that's what Shaw Woman was saying earlier.
I watched that episode the other night on Vince Neil, and I think I've always liked stuff like that and finding out some of the celebrities and stuff. But his one always sticks out to me, and that's the first. And if I'm talking about paranormal, his is the first one that sticks in my head. I don't know why.
There's something about it made an impression.
Yeah.
But apparently that's who the lady was, though, Kim Ralso. Does that sound familiar to you?
I couldn't tell you. It's been a while back since I watched it, so
Gotcha. Yeah, I've never. I don't think I've ever heard of her name.
I might watch it here in a little bit before I go to bed.
You're like, I like it so much, and I might just go ahead and watch Zach Bagans choke himself out again. I don't know.
I've never been too big on him. I watched the first two episodes, and I like nah. Then I got watching into Kindred Spirits. I like Kindred Spirits.
I think I've seen a few episodes of that. So with the Ghost Adventures, when they first started out, I actually did like them. I feel like it wasn't
Yeah.
about money at that time. You know what I mean? I think it was very much about the actual investigation, and I loved watching them. I think as time went on, though, the power and the greed overtook him, and so now it's more of a performance to make sure his ratings stay up and that sort of thing. And I just can't stand it. I watch it. I still watch it because it's really the only thing that even is offered anymore. It's like he took over the entire network, and but it's just for entertainment purposes, not for anything for me to learn from, or I just laugh at him. You know.
Yeah. You're exactly right. Uh, I I don't like when I go to a place. I don't really. I mean, I do want to know the history, and I do like to want to know what some of the claims is.
Right.
But I don't want to. They can pinpoint where they seen a shadow figure or whatever. But I just don't like to go put my cameras up and focus on that one point. I want to focus somewhere else because it might not show up right there again. It can show up over outside that wall, or it might show up down the hall in that other room.
Exactly.
You know, I do like to know what they found in the past, what the history of the place is, or what claims that the guest or whoever's there might have happened, or employees or something other, and different things like that. But far as say, hey, we're gonna put a piece of tape down right here. That's where they seen uh shadow figure with three legs right here. So we're gonna put a tape right here, and then we saw the black eyed children over here. We're gonna put tape over on that side, and that's what they're gonna focus on.
And then something's happening behind the camera. Yep.
Yeah.
So our approach with the BIS anyway is we do get a general history of our locations or whatever, but we do not ask for any specifics because we like to find out what we can organically and then take it back and then say, so this is something we came up with. Does this sound like something you know about? Because I feel like also if you go in knowing very specific information, like you said, you'll set up camera there, you're looking for this to happen, and you go in with a bias in your head already, and I don't think that's a healthy way to do a thorough investigation by any means.
Yeah. I just don't like. I mean, like I said, I just don't like to focus on where they seen something they're at and stuff like that because when we went to St. Albans several years ago, we actually chased a spirit or a shadow down in the lowest you can go in the building. Is like floor two down, and I was on one way in and one way out. That's up through little 2 foot size steps going up like that. And I was sitting there facing one of the other investigators, and he was facing me. And I just so happened to look down the hallway like that, and I saw a little 3 foot shadow walking over to the steps and just shot straight up them steps. Just pretty you ever seen.
Did you just say this was St. Augustine?
St. Albans.
Oh, St. Albans. Okay.
Yeah, it's in Radford, Virginia.
Okay. Oh, I can see comments now.
Let's see.
Yeah, going with a blank slate. That's right.
I hadn't been keeping up with the comments here. Shaw Woman said something a while ago about a recorder. There it is. I hate when groups use that stupid DR60 voice recorder.
I'm trying to figure out what that is. I saw that comment. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what that one it looks like. Depends on the hunting. Some are literally recorded events stamped onto the area and it's replayed itself. Yeah, go in cold. If John had saw blackout children, he wouldn't go back. A little long set up cameras to catch them. You got that right. Go in with a blank slate. Come on, man. Liz, you saw something at last meeting.
So that was something I was going to tell you about. Yeah. When we held Vicky's birthday party, we went to DR60 is considered the holy grail of voice recorders and was discontinued. Sells for thousands on eBay. Okay. So anyway, we went to her ex-husband's house because he has this really nice big garage, enough room for us to do stuff in, and um, anyways, his garage is one of the places that we actually have investigated before, because he has seen things in there and his camera has caught some things, and it's really, really fascinating actually. But so we were there though for the birthday party, and we well, everybody was sitting off to one side, and he has this big army truck in the garage, okay? And I'm walking across the front of it, going toward the door because I'm stepping outside to go smoke. And out of the corner of my eye, I literally see like a shadow of a person walk out from underneath the truck and like walk toward the wall. And at first, in my head, at first glance, I was thinking it was Steven from our group because he was dressed all in black that day. And and then it clicked in my mind like almost instantaneously how um like it couldn't have been him. He was over there with the other group, you know what I mean? And so anyways, it turned out, and I'm, like I said, I'm the skeptic of the group. I really am. I don't believe in anything unless I actually see it. And so for me to say that I actually saw a shadow figure or whatever is huge. So like I was shocked. I literally came back and I was like, "You're not gonna believe what I saw, Vicky," or whatever. And she was like, "Yeah, well, it's there." And she was just so nonchalant because she's seen everything. But me, I'm like, "Oh my God, there was literally something over there. I know it was. If I said I saw it, I saw it. I'm telling you." you know. But yeah, it was really kind of neat because I didn't see him full on. It was out of the corner of my eye, or whatever. But it really did kind of validate some of the claims he had, which was, only on that side of the truck would he see somebody, or we'd see in the camera what looked like footsteps walk in on the other side of the truck. Everything happened on that one side of the truck. And so, I saw that on that side and I wasn't even looking. I was just walking by and I saw it. So, yeah, it was pretty neat though.
Yeah. Well, it's 11 o'clock, so I hate to wrap it up, but I'm going to have to get in bed. I do appreciate you coming up and talking to me and having some good laughs and everything. So
Thanks for having me. I can't wait to see what you're going to do as the Spirit Brothers, though. I'm telling you, man, come Sunday, you need to tell them, don't forget your mother-in-law. People are wanting to know this woman.
yeah, it'd be 3 o'clock Sunday because they it's like I said, it's 5 hours difference between my schedule and his schedule, so that's the only time that they can come and be on the show. So I do want everybody to try to come and show them some good welcome in and stuff like that, because I've been trying now for about almost a year to get them on my show. So
Oh,
yeah, it's so cool, and I'm gonna try to work on getting Ron Fitzgerald back on my show again. He's the gothic illusionist person. I think I'm gonna try to talk him in doing a couple illusions for us and stuff like that.
that'd
So
be
that's gonna be
awesome.
pretty.
That'd be awesome. And
Uh,
bring video. You mean Spirit Brothers of his mother-in-law? Okay.
to bring video. At 2 p.m. Central Time. Yep. So just come and hang out, and I know he's gonna make you laugh. He always makes me laugh, and y'all will enjoy them, and y'all can go check out their channel and stuff. They got some awesome locations, and we're gonna be going to some of those locations when we get to be over there. So I've lost train of thought now.
So tired, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been up ever since 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh, good Lord.
Another hour, I'll be up 24 hours. Well, over 24 hours.
You been up since 4 this morning?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, not me.
Yeah. 4 o'clock a.m. and went to work at 7 and got home at 7.
Wow.
So, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks everybody in chat. Thank each and every one of you. Hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. You're more than welcome to come back anytime and have some more laughs with us, and hope and pray that everybody have a wonderful week ahead of you, and I will see y'all probably tomorrow night, because we will be going live, me and my dad. Have a wonderful, blessed day, y'all. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.